Where are we, Zoe?
Texas!
What are we doing here?
CGIU!
What does the C stand for?
Clinton! So. We have to act like an old married couple. We have to confuse everyone once again.
Zoe, what did we just do?
We checked in for CGIU.
And what's going on this?
All sorts of really, really exciting things.
What are you most excited about?
There's a letter to me specifically, / everyone, from Bill Clinton. Look, he signed it. Maybe. Dear friend, just me, it's to me.
I'll show you something when we get back to the hotel about that. I'm just getting to you. So,
MTV uses it. Ew, Walmart's a sponsor.
Well, isn't Hillary on the board?
Hillary's on the board of Walmart?
Yeah. Did you not hear about that during the campaign?
That's what Tom stays. They're just so comfortable and socially responsible.
What is Tom?
They're these shoes. Aren't they adorable?
What is Tom? Like what?
Tom's is a company that every time you buy a pair of shoes, they donate a pair of shoes to kids all over the world, and then they can go to school and get educated. Because they don't have shoes, they can't go get educated, and every year of education increases your lifelong learning capabilities by 10%. It's incredible. It's incredible. And they're a company, not a non-profit, which has totally revolutionized the way I look at companies and their ability to create social change. Amazing.
There's 130 million children who never darken the schoolhouse nor like to get them in the school and get basic learning materials. Many people are familiar with Greg Morrison's wonderful book, Three Cups of Tea, and what he's done, and John Wood's book, and all these people who work in education. So, tell us two things. Number one, people will know this. Why are shoes such a big deal? You know, when I grew up in Arkansas after World War II, our per capita income was only 57 national average, and everyone else around here, including my friends in Texas, made fun of us for being barefoot half the time. Why are shoes such a big deal? And why did you do this as a business instead of an outright philanthropy? Both these things are important.
And they both really the answers intertwined. I wish I could say that I went to Argentina originally with some great noble pursuit of philanthropy or charity, but I really originally was down in Argentina having a vacation. And when I was down there, I met social workers and I asked them what they were doing, and they said a shoe drive. And they went on to proceed to explain to me that they were going around getting old shoes and giving them to the kids in the surrounding areas who didn't have shoes. And I asked them to come along, and when I went along and I saw kids without shoes, it was the first time in my life I had this desire to do something besides just start another company, which I've been doing for 10 years. And I watched as these kids who had cuts and infections and scabs, were getting shoes that were not even new, they were hand-me-downs and not really the right sizes. And I thought, there's got to be a better way to solve this problem. And the next day I thought about it from more an entrepreneurial standpoint and said, how can I create a more sustainable way to get these shoes? And that was to create a business, not a charity. So your second question of why a business, not a charity? Well, I thought I could actually create a more sustainable way to give shoes to people by being a for-profit business that was based on this buy one, give one model. And the reason I thought that was I really worried about starting a charity and being dependent on people's donations. If I went and got shoes, let's say I went to my parents and friends and family and they gave me money the first year and I gave the shoes away. And now the second year. And now the kids are getting used to wearing shoes now. which I'll get to, and why that's important. And then we have something like Hurricane Katrina, and I go to my donors and they say, Blake, we love what you do, you're really passionate, but we gave our money this year to Katrina, rightfully so. But now what do I tell the kids? So my idea was create a business, and that way you can have true sustainability, and we've proven that that works. And I'm dedicating my life to convincing people that you don't have to start a charity to really help people. You can actually start a business and help far more people.
What's more important, educating children or creating opportunities to be educated? Are you interested when I start off with that?
Sure. And I would like to thank
Clinton! Yay!
Yay! What's going on, my friend?
We're sitting here waiting for our bestie, Bill, to come back. Clinton, for those of you out there in the DV audience that don't know that Bill is our bestie, out there in TV land. Right, out there in TV land. Bill is our bestie. He doesn't quite know this yet, but if he had a Facebook, we'd be friends.
He knows.
He knows. Clinton!
What'd you learn in your second session?
In my second session, I learned that 32%, I wrote it down because I have a horrible memory, which we've established. You all know that out there in TV land. I learned 32% of income for people who make less than $52,000 a year is spent on transportation, where only 25% is spent on housing. So a significant more amount of money is spent on transportation, which is why you should ride a bike.
What will bike sharing do for this amount of our income?
Well, I mean, it'll free up a lot of disposable income, so you can buy other things and or stop having negative debt in the United States and save the economy. Bike sharing will save the economy. And people who bike commute lose an average of 13 pounds every year. 13 pounds in their first year. And because of that, you'll reduce the rates of obesity, which contribute to really high healthcare costs in this country because we have so many problems related to obesity. So, bike sharing will not only save the economy, it'll also fix healthcare.
Full circle.
Full circle.
In my second session, we did not discuss energy or climate change, but instead human rights. While that was empowering and wonderful, inspiring even, I did learn something about bikes, and it's that when you talk to people about bikes and you tell them just the basics and how wonderful it is, in countries that it exists now or places that it exists now, they're really impressed. They like the idea. They think that it's pragmatic, practical, and that it's helpful for health and education, as we've already discussed. It's helpful for the economy, and we didn't discuss education, but it's the first thing that came to mind. In terms of education, I mean, one of the major components of bike sharing is creating a bike culture and understanding that bikes aren't that hard to use. And it's an opportunity to educate people about using their bikes more often than their cars, and just helping everything in the process. Everything. It's wonderful, inspiring, empowering.
So what are you learning at CGIU?
What am I learning? I have a notebook filled with learns, lessons, learns. We'll call them learns. Being creative, innovative. I've learned that DU is ahead of the curve in a lot of ways. We are making progress where other universities are sitting back and going, we don't know what to do, but we know we should do these things. And then I get to say, look at how we've done them. And aren't we amazing? And then I've also noticed that other places where universities have been really innovative, we have too. We just didn't know we were being innovative. We just thought we were kind of going along with the flow of what we needed to do. But apparently it was really innovative. So I just have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of notes. We'll be talking about a lot of things with various people.